What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 21 of my Total War Warhammer 3 Yuan Bo Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, Kugath decided to attack Flayed Rock, where one of our temporary armies in that we got it out of the Confederation did manage to throw him off. We will probably be going ahead and taking these territories shortly, but we do need an actual army, like Zhao Ming's, I think, to get here, as Drajuat the Ashen is hanging around. We are also headed down to the third relay with Yuan Bo, and he should be there in reasonably short order. More importantly, perhaps than that, we have finally unlocked Nanchang Basin, which will give us both construction cost reduction faction-wide, as well, if I can select it here, as growth. We really need as much growth as we can get, so we're going to go ahead and try to max this thing out. It will be unfortunate to lose Dragon River right now, because the attrition reduction at minus 75% is very significant, but it's not like we're heading up north to the Chaos Waste at the current time, so we can always flip it back to Dragon River a little bit later on. So Nanchang Base, and yes, construction time and construction cost are both quite nice, so let's keep this up for a little while as we grow our empire through this mid-game. Otherwise, there isn't really much to do this turn. I do believe there... Wait, did I not... Oh, I didn't select. Okay, my bad. There we go. Now it's selected. Good. Okay, then we will want to send out another caravan. Let's see, we got 18 units here, we got 19 units here, so I guess we'll be sending you out. Could use a few more melee troops. I think we get rid of the 2 peasant archers here, because if we get the thing to get more units, we'll have them replaced with better units than peasants. Let's hope. Anyway, we're going to send you out here to the Frozen Landing. I believe this is the only place we have not been to so far. Let's max out the cargo. Not that I think we'll need it, and away you go, my friend. Alrighty, also, I just wanted to double check something. So the caravans start... You're not the caravan. They should start up here, right? Yeah. Alright, probably before sending the next caravan, we should get a few Astromancers around to pop them into the caravan so that they actually have casters, because it would certainly be a little bit better for the army if they did. You're trying to move towards Grand Tactician. I think we'll get Inspiring Presence instead, however, at least at the current time. Although Hidden Stores, that attrition reduction by 50%, you know what? You're probably going to be moving through Chaos territory, so let's do that. And ooh, you're actually probably going to be moving through the Disciples of Hashut's territory, so be careful of Astrogoth and whatever it is he wants to take from you. Anyway, let's skip the rest of this unless I'm mistaken. Outpost upgrade available. I lied, we're not skipping you. And there's another outpost upgrade here in Arnheim, and now we're ready to go to next turn. Alright, gotta try to get to that third relay. I really want all the relays out of the way, and... Okay, well, we were expecting that this might happen. Close defeat this time as well. Certainly concerning. Baifeng is getting plenty of combat, even though they're a temporary lord. The army itself is damaged, though. So hopefully we can capitalize on that. There's a Fireglaive, there is a Cathay Fireborn. Drash himself is going to be an issue as well, and he does have all of his magic items. But anyway, here we go.
We are better trained, we are better equipped, we are more dutiful. Victory is inevitable!
Well, once again, I'm not so sure about better equipped or even better trained against the average Chaos Dwarf warrior, because, well, they pretty much know nothing but war and being jerks all the time, so, you know, and they may be better trained. Also, this map looks fantastic. You gotta love the Darklands battle maps, especially the Darklands underway maps. They are just so glorious. A little bit unfortunate as to make the irregular underway maps and Skaven ones in particular look inferior, but, well, that's the name of map creep. Anyway, let's move up to the enemy. It looks like they won't move towards us, unfortunately, despite it being one of the strengths of the Chaos Dwarf faction. They lack artillery, though they do have magical artillery in the form of Drajuath the Ashen, so we will definitely still have to watch out for what he can do. Anyway, we're going to start the battle off by moving forward with Baifeng here, and we are going to try to cast Blossom Wind. I haven't had crazy good experience with the spell, mostly because like Burning Head or like any one of these spells, it doesn't quite move in a straight line, and it has a tendency to do this and veer away. Yeah. Alright, well, it's obviously not going to do any damage to the Cathay Fireborn, but hey, at least it looks cool. Let's see how much damage that one spell did. Granted, it was a non-overcast version of it for 7 mana, so 4.4k isn't too horrible, but, well, I would have liked more. Anyway, this is going to continue for a while. We're going to move up and try to get our ranged units in range, and ooh, looks like the enemy is not going to allow us to be the only ones that cast spells. A Flames of Asgore coming down, and I have noticed that there's a sort of secondary effect with the Flames of Asgore where your unit has a very difficult time trying to dodge it / move away from it, and with that single cast, this unit of Jade Warrior crossbows, not peasant archers, but Jade Warrior crossbows, loses pretty much all of its HP and breaks. So in fact, Drajuath's spell is a lot scarier than ours. On top of that, we also have to realize that the Drajuath gets that spell for cheap. It's his signature spell, so he can cast it a lot for really little mana. And I'm not entirely sure that this in exchange will actually favor us if we allow him to keep doing this, and the cooldown on it does actually look to be pretty reasonable, and there we go, trying to get away from it, but ultimately not getting away nearly as much as I'd like, and this unit will also be pretty much destroyed like this. That's not great. 2 of our Jade Warriors down already. Here comes a Bale Taurus Breath into our Peasant Archers as well, and it looks like, let's see, well, the Peasant Archers was about 1/3 of their HP. Our Lord is also pretty badly hurt, and well, this isn't going so great. Balance of power so far at about 35% in our favor only, and 2 of our units of Jade Warrior crossbows are routing. Here comes Drajuath to join the fray in melee. Ooh, nice little diving attack, though this perhaps is not the best idea for him. He was going to pop the Ash Storm on us and force us to take additional fire damage, or rather cause fire weakness, which I believe will apply to any damage that he deals. Some great shots of him and Cinder Breath doing their thing, though. Alright, Cinder Breath, I know that we're enemies, but you're a good bully, so let's give you some pets. There we go. Anyway, man, why do you keep turning around like that? Well, he is having some fun, and I should say some because he has lost about half of his HP. Obviously not to the Jade Warriors, but rather every single one of our range units has been told to target Draj, so hopefully we can bring him down. In the meantime, rather than waiting for the enemy to do more damage with Flames of Asgore, we're going to charge all of our melee troops in to try to engage their line. This is partly to prevent the enemy from rushing our range units so that they can try to knock Draj down, but in addition to that, we need to A, loop around and get to those Infernal Guard, and B, to those Dwarf Blunderbusses as well. Can't be letting those fire on anything, as they are very scary units, let's say. Anyway, the focus fire continues on Draj, and man, this battle looks fantastic, doesn't it? I think this is definitely the type of color scheme that the reshade is really working for, because I think everything looks amazing here. Anyway, the Crowmen are looping around. I'm going to try to get to those Infernal Guard with Fireglaves before they take down too many. Not to actually kill the Fireglaves. In fact, I sincerely doubt that the Crowmen would even be able to hurt them with their 100 armor and their 52 melee defense. Fireglaves are very effective in melee, despite being range units, but just to slow them down down for a few seconds while the Jade Warriors move in to engage. Drajuath's still attacking us with his signature unit, the Cathay Fireborn, and well, right now we can't focus the Fireborn, which isn't great, and because they are a glass cannon type unit that deals a ton of damage. But Drajuath is obviously the much bigger threat with that damn Flames of Asgore of his. And apparently the mass on Cinder Breath is enough that he doesn't care about anything and can just move through those Jade Warriors at will. Also, the effect from the Ash Storm is pretty fantastic as well. On the bright side, however, he's finally taken sufficient damage, drops down to 125, less than 100 HP now, and by the looks of it, will finally drop. Ooh, there we go. Alrighty. Well, at least no more Flames of Asgore, but he was scary, huh? Does he not fall off? Wait, there he goes. I don't think I've actually seen his death animation. That one actually looked pretty bad, to be perfectly honest. Cinder Breath's death animation is fantastic, but he just like, meh. Like a doll, like he doesn't even react to it. Oh, it was so bizarre. But anyway, switching targets now. There's a Lamassu in the middle of our formation, but Lamassu are actually fairly fragile, especially compared to Drajuath himself, so we should be able to rip it apart with our range before it does too much damage to our Jade Warriors, and it being more of a single target rather than a multi-target killer like the Bale Tauruses are. It wasn't all that concerning anyway. Switching to the Bull Centaur Tauruk now, and this thing is probably going to go down reasonably quickly. I mean, it is a big single target, so it's easy to target, although it does have a very solid amount of armor. Over in the background, the Fireborn are doing a pretty good job at mincing our infantry. Well, 25 kills at the very least, and 4k damage. Fortunately for us, I guess they're running around and doing more to disrupt our formation than direct damage. Our crowmen have now peeled away. I think one of them has actually run off the map because they failed in charging those Infernal Guard, and even though this unit of Jade Warriors was at full HP, they are very much losing against the Infernal Guard in melee. Unit winning decisively for the Fireglaves. Yeah, one Jade Warrior unit will not be enough. As I've said many a time, the Jade Warriors are meant to be an anvil, so they're really not going to do enough damage to Fireglaves in melee. And funnily enough, it looks like the same thing is kind of happening over here with regards to the blunderbusses. At the very least, the blunderbusses are holding their own against the Jade Warriors, even though this should be, let's just say, less effective than the Fireglaives. Although it looks like with rear charges from enemy Bull Centaurs, it's still going to be quite problematic. Looks like the enemy Bull Centaur Tauruk has fallen, and we've now switched our range targeting to all those Cathay Fireborn. Can't be getting that splash damage to continue on our troops, so hopefully we'll be able to break them apart shortly. By the looks of it, let's see, the enemy doesn't have Unbreakable on them. No, it doesn't, so, wow. It's only unstable when they're down to like 400 HP. Come on now. Alrighty, at the very least, the Fireborn are done for. The balance of power shifts finally in our favor, but still roughly even at about 50-50. That's, well, just slightly over 50, let's say. There's another Centaur Tauruk to destroy, and a massive pile of enemy range unit, or melee units rather, being held by this unit of Jade Warriors. We have moved another unit of Jade Warriors to help against the Centaur Renders and the Blunderbusses, and a second unit to fight those Infernal Guard, even after the first unit has been completely ripped apart by them. Though whether that's going to be super effective, I don't know. We're probably going to have to use range units to help out. Damn those Fireglaves. If the enemy army was just nothing but Fireglaves, it would be disgusting. Disgusting in range, and then reasonably good enough in melee to obliterate us, plus a few units of blunderbusses, and we would have been in real trouble here, and, well, definitely couldn't have won it. Anyway, the Tauruk tries to book it on out of there, but with very little HP. I don't think we're going to catch him, but it's an underway interception, so I guess that doesn't matter. Charging forth our additional troops, or our extra troops that are no longer engaged over where the range units are, to surround the remaining Chaos Dwarf Warriors and get more reinforcements to try to help against those damn Fireglaves, which have almost defeated another unit of Jade Warriors. Great job to the Fireglaves, but at the very least they haven't been firing in range for the entire battle, so yeah. At least there's that. Anyway, we are now focusing pretty much all of our range units at the Fireglaves. I am sick of them killing off our troops. And hopefully we'll be able to shatter them. Or at the very least break them. Just gotta get the enemy to run, and this should be sufficient range damage to at least outkill them in terms of Jade Warriors are also shaken, but they're finally broken, shattered, and the battle goes to us. Damn. Yeah, the blunderbusses also did a great job at holding off our other Jade Warriors. This is definitely a sign that at least against the elites of the Chaos Dwarfs, or actually mid-tier armies of the mid-game armies, whatever, of the Chaos Dwarfs, we're going to need more and better units. Obviously, this is just a random little army that we had, that we didn't build, and it doesn't have a lot of units, but still. Ooh, close one. Close one, but certainly worth fighting. A Pyrrhic victory, but a glorious battle on, frankly, a very glorious map. Once again, I love these particular Chaos Dwarfs maps. Certainly makes me miss my Zatan campaign, but you know what? That one was a pretty comprehensive victory, as it achieved pretty much every type of victory, so, you know, it's fine. Time to achieve some victories with the Cathayans instead. Ooh, alright, very, very close, and in fact a Pyrrhic victory that time around. Our Lord nearly dying, and a lot of our Jade Warriors being very badly damaged throughout the battle. Once again, a showcase as to why you can't rely on the Jade Warriors when the enemies start, well, only on Jade Warriors to carry the day once the enemy starts getting those mid-game or late-game troops. We even saw the Fireglaive and the Blunderbusses, and they were both superior to Jade Warriors in melee. Once again, Jade Warriors are your anvil. You're not expecting them to do damage, but the fact is they do lose in melee against enemy range units, which these guys should probably be concerned with. On the bright side, though, it was an interception. The enemy army was destroyed and ours was not, so we are going to, just in case, heal up and hopefully live to fight another day. Alrighty, and let's see if anybody else can attack us this turn. Suddenly this lord is getting plenty of action. Unexpectedly, but pleasantly so. And that we'll really need to send Jiaming down there. Now, I don't remember what the heck the Drajuat's defeat trait is. Missile resistance 15%. Oh my. Oh my. That is very, very nice. And income from settlement buildings plus 10% faction-wide when on map. That is also very nice, as it also combines with our commercial district. Alright, well, it looks like, if nothing else, the Chaos Dwarfs are definitely farm-worthy. The missile resistance on our Dragon Lords should be quite valuable. So I think what this means is that Jiao Ming needs to go down there and then swap places afterwards with Miao Ying so that he can get Zatan and then she can get Drajuath. Alrighty. Interesting dynamic, if nothing else. Confederation between the Golden Order and Middenland, which is actually great or fine, because we now no longer need to ally with them. We also will want to take your Razor Standard just so that we don't lose it in case you die. Now, you can't reach the scrap towers, but you can leave the settlement and start moving towards it. You will not heal here, unfortunately, I assume due to the plague, or possibly due to the fact that it's an unpleasant climate. Which is a shame, but, well, there isn't much we can do about that either. Now, you are going to move forward, little temporary army, and then you, other little temporary army, they're going to march stands forward regardless of the attrition damage that you'll take. Jiao Ming, you're coming down here as well. I guess if you have to go after Drajuath, you will indeed go through these territories, and we'll leave Miao Ying up north for the time being. We do want her to continue leveling, though, so I guess what we can do, we got one more turn. Alright, fine. You're gonna move here. We want to get the gunsmiths up and running, which we don't have in any of these locations at the current time. And you will have it in 1 turn. We need those fire rain rockets for Miao Ying. I kind of regret not building the gunsmith at Kunlun. What possessed me to build the Longma paddocks, which I shouldn't have done until reaching tier 4 anyway, because, well, it's only available at tier 5, so... Yeah, in fact... Well, I guess now there isn't much point in replacing it, so we'll leave it. But I'm still not happy about it, game. Still not happy about it. Anyway, let's see what else we can do here. So Miao Ying is going to get her Fire Rain Rockets, and so is Jishu. Then we are going to probably use you as a holder of one of the armies, whereas you two are... Well, actually, you're supposed to be an army, and we... Now we're missing artillery. And possibly guns. Well, okay. Annoying as that may be, you're gonna go this way too, because pretty much all of our recruitment of the gun shop stuff is from that direction. We should probably figure out where to put these war compasses as well. Plus you do have a decent army made out of... Well, frankly, this could just be a decent army by itself. Huh. Certainly looks functional to me. A little bit too much in the way of war compasses, mind you, but, well, that's easily remedied. You are supposed to go join Jiao Ming, but now... I guess we can summon a few more heroes. First of all, I would like another one of these alchemists here. Harmonizer is not bad. If we could put it in the Harmonizer's army. Let's do that. Because there's a Harmonizer Lord, why not a Harmonizer Alchemist? And let's see, we got Fervent Questioner, Martial Artist, and Sure-Footed. Sure-Footed is fine, but I think we're going to go with Martial Artist just for a little bit of extra defense. I mean, yeah, we'll still have to be careful with the war compasses either way, it's not going to change, so... Anyway. Alright, you guys are all good up here now. Yishi, continue waiting, though we will make an army out of your stuff yet. You, keep an eye on Zatan's forces, and it does look like Zatan himself has returned, and he is building Infernal Ironsworn. Damn. So yeah, he's taking up to tier 5, we're nowhere near... I mean, how much growth did these AI get as cheat bonuses? How close is our own to... Well, I guess technically... Wait. And, well, I guess Cathay and growth is slow, to be fair, so I guess, yeah, fine. Fine, game. I'm not happy, but I can see why it was that way. You're going to land, but you are not going in march stance. This is going to force us to trespass in allied territory, but, well, somewhat friendly territory, but it is what it is. Do you need to channel? No, you're actually okay, and the relay is within sight. I'm actually kind of now tempted to try march stance, but oh, it will barely increase our movement anyway. Okay, and damn, I still notice that the Star Tower hasn't fallen. Itza, please stop doing so well. I also noticed that Tehenowan's been destroyed, and the Vampire Coast have been destroyed. I don't think I've ever seen Lustria like this. That's very interesting. Usually the Vampire Coast does fairly well, as the AI tends to have a tough time dealing with the attrition, but I guess not this time. Anyway, you guys are all moving out here, and Mujin, one more turn of recruitment, so nothing for you to do. You are going to act as a ferry or army holder, so just, well, you know what? Go here. If Miao Ying can't get here, we'll need you to recruit afterwards. Alright, you are going through friendly territory, try not to get killed by Skaven, and what you need to do is catch up with Yuan Bo, so still a few turns to get him his troops, but it is necessary. Alright, Tech Thieves, you're up, and I see Blackstone Post is still alive. Well, alive. It's full of undead, but you know what I mean. Find Tor Elisor. You are going to find Tor Elisor. Tech Thieves, I should say. Plenty of you around. I should think that we should keep one... you can probably travel. Yeah, 21 turns. We'll have this one travel all the way down to Astrogoth, who's actually having a fairly tough time against the Ice Court this time around. And very interesting. I wonder if that has something to do with the way that we're positioned. As in on the map. Because obviously where the player, you know, makes holes in the empires of enemies, then friendly alliances should be able to achieve some more stuff than they normally might not. Anyway, let's go through our building. How much more do we have in terms of confed? 2 more turns. Ooh, but will it soon get counteracted? Where is Lee Temple? 2 more turns as well. Ah, okay, so... At least our public order will hopefully fix itself by then. Hopefully nobody will rebel. Ooh, you're losing 9 per turn, Hanyu Fort. That's not great. That is not great at all. Did I say fort when I meant port? Yes, I did. Well done, Ruinous. Anyway, Celestial Riverlands, Shangwu, you're ready to go to tier 5? Damn. Alright, I can't say I was expecting that, but I am pleasantly surprised by it. Did we ever make you a commercial district? Yes, we did. And the next commercial district is, unless I'm mistaken, tier 4. Or I guess the next fortress city right now, but yeah, alright, fine. We'll wait for it. Isthmus of Lustria. Do we have... No pyramids of the southern skies yet, but at least we can build. Probably not defenses. We should probably build a celestial tower, if nothing else. And you are a commercial district, so we should probably make use of something here. I'm tempted to get one of these lodges. I mean, I guess we should, shouldn't we? Either way, we want the Goods Emporium right now, and oh, I just realized the growth of... wait. Celestial Riverland. So the growth buildings would no longer be necessary, would they? I guess the question is, would we actually want to replace them with anything? Yeah, we can wait. We can wait. I'll think about it. We may want to replace them with something. I mean, they do still provide the income from all buildings, at least these ones do. So they're probably still worth our time, whereas the other ones may not be, but we shall see. Anyway, a tea parlor for you. I was just speaking about you, tea parlors. And see Mount Lee, Warpstone Desert. Let's go for that spice trading post / spice market. Still kind of annoyed at the fact that there are 2 different buildings, both called Spice Market. But hey, you can never get too many spices. Don't cook bland food. Alrighty, and I believe that is that. Alright, so technology, you're up next. We are going to go for, I believe it was inner strength for that melee attack, which is not too bad. I don't really care about the melee attack for Terracotta Sentinels. Devastating flanker for Jade Lancers ain't too bad. I do like the magnetic polarity for War Compasses, though I assume that it wouldn't apply to heroes mounted on them. Or at least it used to not do that. I guess we'll see. Ammunition and reload time for Grand Cannons. Ambush success chance plus 20%. That ain't bad. We should probably, however, start taking towards this. Yeah, there's some good stuff in here. Ooh, more range for crane gunners? Fantastic. Alrighty, well, diplomacy first, of course. Yuan Bo does like his diplomacy. A non-aggression pact with a bunch of factions out here, but none I think that we want to deal with at the current time. Potential defensive alliances with some Wood Elves, but I think we'll let it go for now. We'll probably also want to get that military alliance with the Ice Court, but I think we'll let them continue attacking the Chaos Dwarfs out here for now, and before doing so, just in case. I don't want to screw with their achievements by going for that alliance right now. Outpost upgrade available. Yes to you, Cathay Colony in the Greasus, or the Great Hall of Greasus, and moves. And these guys are gonna head out to the Sentinels, huh? Alright, well, let them do so. Now we really need Zhao Ming down here. I want Kugath and his damn faction dead. We can't be dealing with these plagues forever. Well, Draj, look who wants to peace out after annoying us with those flames of Asgore. We'll make sure that the desolation of Asgore lives up to its name. Our poor warriors. Oh well, now let's see. Now what do we got here? Hey, I mean, they survived the flames of Asgore. A trial by fire, certainly. Alright, top knots destroyed, not concerning. Itza and Clan Pestilence doing schemes of various types. Creator, melee attack for Yang units, and Yang units. Yin Hex, no. Melee defense for peasants, no. We already looked at that, I just wanted to double check if it was something interesting. Ooh. Income from faction capital settlement. Oh, only the capital settlement. Although the port thing isn't too bad. You know what? It might be... Oh, we have to go through all of that. Would it be better to go through Harmonic Mastery Yang or Hero Action Success Chance plus 15? Okay, yeah, we're getting that. We're getting that. There's some good stuff all over here, plus the cannon upgrade.
Even now, we learn.
Makes sense. Okay, now, the rest of you. You can hit the scrap towers, should be auto-resolvable, especially if you can move in and help. Wait.
For Cathay!
I mean, either way, I think they'll both suffer attrition. Well, you won't technically suffer attrition, but I would still like you to move to help. Maybe I shouldn't have turned the thing on the compass off, but oh well, it's too late now. You are going to go back into encamp stance, and we'll probably make one good army out of these armies and then delete the rest, because it's too many forces right now that we don't really need. Occupy. We do have plenty of armies on the field. Yeah, you got the plague or plagues, but it was, well, it was always gonna happen. I don't know whether we're gonna be keeping this province. There's a decent chance that we won't, but for now we will hold on to it such that we can use it as a bulwark against enemies that move towards our main territories. Jiao Ming, you've got places to be, my friend, though it looks like you're gonna suffer attrition as well, which means we're gonna move you in regular stance right up to the edge of the attrition. Why don't you just go ahead and snort some warpstone, and then I'm sure that'll cure what ails ya preemptively. Only you, though. Let's see, you guys move forward, as in our new heroes. Miao Ying, you are going to acquire some Fire Rain rockets, which is why you're here. And is that a Zatan army I see up there? Indeed it is. Now I wonder what he'll do. Is he going to try to capture the Fortress of Eyes for himself? Is, I guess, the question. Alright, success, success, and let's hope this one succeeds as well, and both successes. Very nice. You guys keep an eye on Zatan. You guys, I guess, are stuck here until he moves in. The rest of you are making armies, so move on here until you are proper armies, I guess. Yeah, I'm just wondering who to send out first. Well, you know what? What we could do is we can get Miao Ying to get a couple of these units and then go. Maybe what I should have done is actually switch you to the Fire Dragon's Edict other than the Public Order. Oh, speaking of the Public Order, it'll be fixed soon, A, and B, it's actually perfectly fine in this particular territory. So yeah, why not? Better recruitment cost, then let's build the Celestial Observatory here while we're at it. Yuan Bo, how close are you to that Southern Sentinels? Alright, getting closer, and there is a decent likelihood we will get ambushed / attacked by multiple Skaven armies. At least I wouldn't be surprised, and considering we are at war with them especially. I guess one of the annoying aspects of this is we're going to have to not only take the Southern Sentinels, but also to hold it, but well, it's hardly unusual. Now, we do want to apply some points here. Rally for you. Blades of the Bastion, most definitely. We actually do have a few of these guys that it will apply to, and we definitely... Lionel Johnson. We definitely want the various lions to be buffed. Which means, I believe, Unified Charge, which will give them 10% physical resistance at level 7. Not too bad at all. We have the good stuff here, at least the unique stuff. And do we want to get any more magics? Well, Comet of Cassandora and Talons of Night are both quite usable. I do want Greater Arcane Conduit, so let's just start moving through that. Just got to be careful about running out of points, because we do want to get Executioner. Most definitely want to tech towards it. The rest of you will need points assigned as well. And let's see what we have for you. Well, let's get a point in each Final Transmutation and Transmutation of Lead. I'm not big on Plague of Rust, mostly because it affects only one unit. Even for 5 mana, it's rare that we'll ever use it, so I think the other 2 points are going to go into Final Transmutation and Transmutation of Lead as well. Mostly because they're just more likely to be used. You two, did both of you go Comet, or did one of you go Chain? Oh, I went Comet for both of you? Well, that was my error. Chain can be pretty darn useful. Alright, let's get 1 point in Chain Lightning for both of you. Just copy what each of you are doing, and then Yuan Bo, you are ready to get attacked, hopefully. But hey, if they don't, we're gonna besiege anyway, so that'll take care of it. Mr. Shu, you are going all the way up here. Well, I don't know why the heck? I don't know what happened to his movement rate, range, whatever, but, well, something not so great. Mujin, I believe you're ready to go, yes? I mean, you lack... Well, you have an Astromancer. You could get an Alchemist in here, potentially, if you wanted one, but the army ain't too bad. I think we're gonna start moving you southward, into the sea. And you're gonna play like this. We will also want to send somebody to the Galleon's Graveyard, but probably somebody with a stronger army, because the Galleon's Graveyard can be very tough, depending. I had a horrible situation in the Galleon's Graveyard in my Empire campaign, and I've been remembering it ever since. Mostly due to my own stupidity and forgetting a unit, but nonetheless. Forgetting to move an army, rather. Anyway, you keep going down there. Tech Thieves. Still gotta move the Tech Thieves, though probably not much longer for you as the Blackstone post looks to be about to fall. Alright, fine, Torellis. I just keep laughing because I don't know, I put it in all caps and it makes me laugh for some reason. It's like, you know, it's like past me telling, like reminding me strongly not to forget, which amuses me. Good job, past Ruinous. You amuse me. Present Ruinous. Alright. Future Ruinous is gonna hate us. What do we have in terms of military alliances? Arguelon, Tulzin are good. No, I guess the question is, do we want to? No, we got trade agreements available as well. Is there anybody here that we really want to trade with? I mean, not really. We do get decent amounts of cash out of these guys, though. Heralds of Ariel, Exiles of Nagaroth. Nagaroth doesn't want to trade? Why doesn't Nagaroth want to trade? Hopefully they don't get into a war with these guys. You know what? I'm going to hold off on that trade thing. Alright, let's skip the rest of this. Unassigned skill points, building upgrades we just did. Outpost up. Ugh. So many outposts. Enter. Damn, I forgot to military district.
Well back.
Oh, well, Kugath, you want peace now. Did you or did you not randomly declare war on us? And now you want peace, after implaginating all of our territories. I wish that Kugath had some sort of plague manipulation ability that would allow him to potentially take plagues away from factions as like a terms of agreement. Although I feel like, well, Nurgle wouldn't like that very much, would they? Add an Empire Captain. Well, we already have a Noble, but, you know what, why not? An Empire Captain. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that, but pleasantly surprised. Scrap Tower is another plague. Well, speaking of... Speak of the Plagueville, and he shall appear. Technology researched? Yes, alright. No more failures, probably ever, for the Tech Thieves. And settlement receives plague? Yeah, I know. Corruption reduction will help in the Kugath location. More importantly, what do we have at the Southern Sentinels? And really, they don't have a stack here. What are you doing, Clan Pestilence? I was really banking on a battle to be had here. Well, that's a shame. And damn, Itza, you've taken the Blood Swamps. I was hoping to take it and then trade it to them in order to acquire the Star Tower. We need the Star Tower. Guys, I'm worried that we may be forced into fighting with Itza. Oh, well, we're gonna auto-resolve this, because obviously this is a garbage garrison. I just realized that... Ooh, Green Guardian, yes. I just realized that our Empress Crowman all got wrecked there, but oh well. Peasant Archers out, Green Guardian in. The Jade Dragon has to have as much Jade as the theme will permit. Now we can immediately... Oh, 2 turns. He'll be healed up by then. Certainly to take on a few armies. Yeah, why not? Let's go. Immediate relay and immediate defenses. I always forget why these guys have multiple buildings. Wait, are we able to build both of them or just the one? Jade Warrior crossbows versus... Oh, so more melee versus more range, eh? I'm gonna say the range is probably more valuable. Just want to take a look here. Yeah, we have decent amounts of melee as just a general setup, so let's go for the range one. you will still be surrounded by the by clan pestilence and potentially Paitza if we get into a fight with them. Game. Alrighty, what is Zatan doing? He's hanging around here. Is he actually... Huh. He might actually be heading towards the Bastion. He'd be crazy too, right? I doubt it. He could go for Yishi here. Yishi... No, he can't go for Yishi. There's no way. I'd actually love to see him try to assault the Bastion. I don't think I've ever had a Bastion defense. Ever. So I'd like to see it. Alright, Shukang, you are what? What do we do with your army? You have sure aim, so you have decent amounts of range capabilities. Obviously, you have the Vanguard deployment and the other stuff here. Route Marcher for you as well.
A worthy addition to my arsenal.
Well, we're gonna have to get rid of the Jade Warrior crossbows, and I don't know what to do with the Bandits of the Silver Road. If anything, they should go into a fire army, but, Alright, well, I guess that doesn't change the fact that we need to retrofit the army. Let's get one more Iron Hail Gunner, mostly because this is the only army that has them. And then let's start building the Jade Warrior crossbows with shields, as well as whatever other units that we can get in here. Oh, you're definitely going to need a drum, and in fact, let's start building the drum first. And let's also, well, first of all, we'll upgrade you. You can keep the Fire Dragon's Edict. The Confederation is now up, which means we have the +5 public order. So we just had like a +9 public order swings. There we go. Look at all that rising. It's red pretty much everywhere. Oh, Cathay, what is up with your public order? Damn, I gotta love this Elite Temple. We really needed it. And the growth is rising as well. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Actually, we are gonna continue doing buildings because I'm not seeing a battle yet. And the episode can't end until a battle is found. Alrighty, let's see what we have here. You are going to go for the Spice Market. And let's see. Are you a commercial district? Yes, you are. Which means we can either build something there. We already have the Celestial Tower here. And there's no other capacities other than the Alchemist Tower, which may not be necessary. What's the likelihood that Pahwax gets attacked? Oh man, vanilla garrisons are so bad. Really have to be careful with those. Nah, alright, fine. I guess we'll build one of these. I don't know which one. Let's start with the Yin Lodge for now, mostly because we want to upgrade you to tier 5. And Kunlun, you're up and running as well. Damn. Finally getting plenty of higher tier settlements. Let's get that growth and money flowing as well. More tea parlors / contemplation gardens / whatever. That's the civic chain. I'll just call it civic chain from now on, or for the next 8 seconds, because I'm going to forget immediately after. Alright, build you up buildings. That's what you do with buildings after all. Plains of Shen, you're good. Ooh, yes, powder magazine for you. You're going to be a... Ah, wait. I was going to make one of you a fortress city. In fact, Jianxi, you're up next. Also, somebody said that we can, in fact, make the Bastion Fortress cities, but, well, we're going to make you one, most definitely. So, matters of state. Fortress City, Jianxi, perform. Fantastic. Alrighty, and how are we doing here? Getting there with all those tokens. Commercial District will be up next. Let's continue building while we're at it, and then end the turn, and then hopefully get a battle. Alright, oh, Bamboo Crossing. You should probably also be a... Well, for now, we'll leave you alone. But you should probably also be a Fortress District. Once again, anything... And Tower of Ashung, you're in the same situation, ain't ya? Anything with 2 settlements. Alright, Snake Gate, we're not building anything there, but Turtle Gate, we will upgrade you. And oh, this will allow us to build Terracotta Sentinels out of this? Fantastic. That's actually really great, because I was worried that it would take so long to take towards them, which is now no longer the case. Also, next turn, it looks like Miao Ying will be ready to move. Everybody's kind of hanging out in one place right now, hoping to recruit. And oh, the local recruitment capacity has actually risen, so you can continue recruiting. Get a crane gunner. I don't remember who wanted the crane gunner, but well, you're getting it. I also want an all-gun army, no crossbows. You want to do that sort of thing. In fact,
Child of the
I guess the question is whether we build it here. I was looking to at least make use of some sky lanterns. I do want an army with some of them, so then now may be a decent time to do it. You guys, stay here. Alright, you know what? I want you to move here, and then we'll swap you into these armies later. I think that Ghast Snot is just gonna sit there, hopefully, until Jiao Ming gets there. Jiao Ming, you cannot get into the settlement, which means you're gonna move in and camp. I'd rather you not get impregnated. And hopefully we'll get the Longma Riders up and running soon, because Jiao Ming does want those. Anyway, we got more heroes to move. A little bit of an administrative episode, guys, I know, but it does happen on occasion. And once again, I do think that it's not necessarily a bad thing in the mid-game, because, well, we've seen plenty of battles with the various Jade Warrior-type units, and it's better to tech towards different units so that we could have a nice show of them doing their thing instead. Anyway, who else still needs to move? Okay, well, you're waiting for your guns and whatnot, so you're good. You do need to move. All the way down here. Ah, man, I guess we're gonna move through Sentinel of Time and Oishul. Oishul is the capital of Pestilence, but, man, maybe if we take Ashlodal... I actually don't know whether you can trade for Fuming Serpent. If there is no crossing, and there doesn't appear to be, then it may not consider anything to be adjacent to it, and if there's nothing adjacent to it, we'll need to kill them. Well, I guess right now we've got the relay on the way, so it's not the most critical thing, but it will be a critical decision and to be made in the future. Anyway, you grab this mysterious island and then keep moving down, perhaps to the Star Tower. And those who escaped for you, and another Razor Standard, actually a nice pickup, and head into a March stance. Nice. Wait, we got a Razor Standard, right? Not the Standard of Speed or whatever the heck that he just picked up was? Well, whatever, we got something. As long as we got something. And I believe that's it for this turn other than the heroes. So, find Torellosaur, the funniest name in all the land. Get you down here. You are about to join an army, so one of these armies over here. In fact, both of you are. Tech Thieves, let's move you. Alright, so I want you to start traveling. And then I want you two to separate yourselves, such that you can continue stealing tech from both of these settlements. Another Scrivener, very nice.
As it was written.
I'd love even more Scriveners, but for now, let's give one to you. I should really be doing this in order, because I'm going to lose track of who has Scriveners and who doesn't later on, but, well, I think it's inescapable now, so I'm gonna have to deal with it. You guys, look at that. Serena Catrin, you're doing great. You're doing absolutely great, and who just got the Wuxing War Compass? You did? Well, you don't need it. Too bad. Too bad you're not in an actual army, but oh well. You will be. You are heading down to Jiao Ming to actually join him. And then lastly, Tech Thief at Blackstone Post, which I see is still alive, but at least we can continue getting additional relationship with everybody for annoying them, so not that bad for us. Nangao Forges, let's head towards you. More income, though I hesitate to say whether we actually need it or not. Anyway, let's skip building upgrades, outpost upgrade, not skip. Such as they are. Reichland, very nice, and now that's it. Let's see if they're willing to attack Yuan Bo while he's very hurt down here. Or whether Zatan will be willing to assault the Bastion, though I have my doubts, I will admit. Alright, Miao Ying, her army is nearly complete. She just needs her Fire Rain rockets and then for her Jade Warrior crossbows to be replaced with the highly armored version of the Celestial Dragon crossbows. You want us to join war against the Exiles in the Heck? I mean, we might. Mostly if we can try to get Avalorn to join in on the fun as well. Mostly I just want Mother Estankia and the elves to be friendly with each other, because if they all attack each other, it's gonna be bad for us. We obviously don't want that sort of thing. Not that either one is close enough to our main territories to actually be of any kind of threat, but you know, Anyway, controls, Scrap Towers gets a plague, but so does everybody all the time. Zatan is moving back. I guess he saw the Bastion, and then he was like, you know what? No. No, that's not going to happen. Now, the annoying thing about this is I guess we can't leave the Southern Sentinels for now. You know what? Don't even bother collecting income. We've got one turn until the lizards are coming. Alright, well, I guess you're waiting. You do have your Green Guardian to try out, so I wouldn't be too mad if we got to see that. I'd actually love to channel, but you probably won't heal as much, will ya? Yeah, considerably less. Meaning you're gonna have to stay in there. Alright, well, nothing to do about that. Alright, let's check everybody else then. Yeah. Alright, so this is a little bit annoying, but Jishu is going to have to sit here and continue recruiting, because Miao Ying is going to take her Fire Rain rockets for herself and then move out. I guess the question is whether we want to go up towards Zatan and... Oh, we may actually want to get Miao Ying and Astromancer as well. Well, then again, Astromancer isn't going to be particularly useful for her in particular. Yeah, just keep the Alchemist. Most of the Astromancer spells wouldn't come in handy for an ranged army. Alright, you... Re-recruit both of the Fire Rain rockets for yourself. Do we maybe want 3 fire... Oh, well, you already have 1. So yes, we do want 3 Fire Rain rockets. And 3 Fire Rain rockets you shall have. Let's see, who is up next? Yishi. You're gonna have to stay around here, my friend. The rest of you need to recruit. What do we want to do with your army? 1 jet line to provide spell resistance to the mob of units. Together with the war drum, you're gonna need artillery and not range, just artillery. So you're gonna wait until the artillery is ready. 2 Fire Rain rockets for you as well, which means we take out 1 of the Jade Warriors, and the army is complete. Let's say Jade Warriors, your Fire Rain rockets. I wish we had a Sky Junk, but no. This is not going to be a Sky Lantern army. I have an idea about how that one will look. You know what? Maybe you can start building it. I'm not sure whether we should be building it over here, but I guess we could loop around and start destroying all this. Probably want to do so from several directions at once, though. Looks like Goldtooth is doing reasonably well. I'm just going to hope that he doesn't get into a war with the elves here, though there is decently sized potential for that. Ogre-sized potential, perhaps? Well, if we have to fight Imrik, we'll fight Imrik as well. And we'll see if it's necessary. Hopefully he doesn't destroy Goldtooth stuff, because that'll actually be annoying to us. Anyway, Mujin, still heading downward or southward. You are waiting to actually get a chance to recruit. You will be transferring a bunch of these units. You are heading down towards the... to meeting up with Yuan Bo. Just make sure that you don't get wrecked on the way. You need to move out here, Jiao Ming. You're going to be going after Kugath with your new army. And hopefully soon. Alright, now you guys, finally. We need to make an army out of you. We have a Harmonizer Lord Magistrate here. With Lightning Strike. I did not realize that the Lord Magistrates have Lightning Strike here. Oh wow, that's interesting. Huh. You know, that's actually not bad. That's not for all of Cathay, is it? It's just for the... Yeah, it's just for the Lord Magistrates. Ah, okay. Make them even better army commanders. Quite interesting. Don't particularly care for Martial Artist, mind you. But it may not be the worst thing. Let's compare these guys. So you're a Martial Artist, you're a Harmonizer, a Leadership Aura when defending, eh? We're going to be fighting a lot of these guys, but bonus defenses, who cares? And then what do you have? Enlightened, okay, Enlightened is kind of meh. And, oh, you're a Yin Lord as well, which means you don't have the, you don't have Earthblood, unfortunately. You have Detowered, ooh. You do have some decent defeat traits that we just recently got over the last 2 episodes. Ah, man, I don't know who to get rid of. And we have to get rid of one of them. Well, you know what? If nothing else, what we do want to do is get rid of some of the peasants. Filthy, filthy peasants.
Wind Shaper.
Peasant archers, I'm just double checking what we actually have room to do. Alright, well, peasant archers are out. And peasant archers are out. It's not like we're really in need of the money, I just want space to actually make use of these armies. Then... You're probably going to want to transfer all of these units to you, which means we need to make room for 5 units. Do we want to keep this alchemist? Yeah, we can keep the alchemist, why not? One of you guys isn't a caster as well. Alright, how about this? We'll lose the peasants. You have room for 4. You have an extra crowman, which probably should go into this army for now. Same with the Jade Lancer. Now you have room for 6. See if I could do this right. You're here. Normally this is something I do between the episodes, but clearly right now we need to find a battle. Today, ideally. Alright, now you have 2 war drums, a crane gunner, a bit of a weird army. Well... Then we got room for 1 more, eh? Also, which one did I take? I took the martial artist. You know what? I feel like I should have taken you instead. Like so. And you know what? Transfer 1 more... Wait. How many Jade Warrior crossbows we have here? Plenty. Plenty. We really don't need the 2 war drums, to be honest. But until we can get access to crane gunners, it's also probably a waste of our time. So just transfer a Jade Warrior with full HP.
I will.
Alright, and then the rest of you just stay here or, well, you're rank 10 and you're rank 5, which will mean you need more levels, but it is what it is. I think we can get rid of you. Or get rid of you. You know what? I'm gonna leave him until I make a decision, which is not right now, clearly. Okay, where is our battle gonna be, game? This episode's gonna run real long if you don't give us one. You're gonna head down here. Alright, looks like we're moving the heroes again, guys. Sorry for those waiting for a battle. I have no control over what the AI does. In terms of providing one, I mean. Let's see, you're trying to head down to Jiaoming, Tech Thieves. I guess we're gonna have to move you yet again. Alright, but at least we're heading towards the endgame scenario, if nothing else. Alright, Steel Tech. Actually, you don't need to Steel Tech from the Orcs. I'm going to keep the Orcs, well, maybe not happy, but not unhappy until we declare war on them ourselves. Let's say. Alrighty, Tech Thieves. You can no longer steal from here, or Steel Tech, which means... Wait. Is Astrogoth dead? Huh, okay, well, we still have to get to Jarna Grun, but still, well done to these guys. Blackstone Post is besieged, so you're gonna head back to Massive Orcal, which you were in earlier, and I believe that's it for anybody that we can move or do anything with. Buildings, I did not do this turn yet, so we're going to continue with those. I might redo the Harmony in several places, but I'll probably do that between the episodes, because that's going to take me forever, and I don't want to... a waste of time on it. Spice Market for you, and you already have the Celestial thing. What do we build here? Oh, this is the Dragonfleet docks, yes, which is great. And this place will also be a commercial district, no doubt about it. Alright, I guess we'll build one of these for now. How's that growth looking? Okay, well, keep working on it. Let's go for the Turtle Isle next. This is a definite potential cash cow province, so let's keep using it as such. You, I guess, will get no use out of any of this, so go for the Alchemist Tower, and then the Golden Ziggurat. I guess Alchemist Tower as well. Maybe I should just not build Alchemist Towers here. We have plenty of Alchemist capacities. Maybe we just build defenses. And just in case. I mean, it's unlikely that they'll get attacked, but who knows? Why risk it? A few more places with a few extra defenses wouldn't be amiss, especially as late game sometimes you'll get those damn random armies spawning, or rogue armies spawning, rather, and they can be pretty darn annoying, right? Alright, Serpent Estuary, you are nearly good. Western Great Bastion, you're waiting for tier 4, and that's it. So let's end the turn, and please, game, would you give us that, or would you give us a battle? Wait, I just want to check one thing. Do we have a mission from anybody? Hunts Marshal, yes. Defeat Army Bok Bok, sure. It is nearby. I'd head to Oishil if it wasn't for the fact that the relay is about to activate. Trait gain, Miao Ying Supervisor Harganeth encountered. How in the heck did we manage to do that? I guess they came down here. They're near to Belacor, and Belacor is fighting, well, Alariel has landed on Conquata. Interesting. You got nothing to do, Alariel, that you're over there? Okay. Let's see. Military Alliance. Alright, you better not screw me and attack Mother Ostankia after this. Alariel. Seriously. Alright, please, this was the turn that, that the relay was active, right? Oh, Star Tower. You're a problem. Alright, Miao Ying, campaign movement range. Okay, everybody gets stuff. Lizardmen incursion, there we are. Alrighty, we will definitely not be able to reach all of these. Can we reach one immediately, right now? Summon received Plague, Knobbly Gorge, yeah. Savage Blow, yeah. Wuxing War Compass for Shun Bailey. Who are you and where are you? Oh, you're here. Nice. Very nice, in fact. This army is ready to go. Zatan is returning, but it looks like Miao Ying won't be able to reach him as yet. But she is going to get closer. Move out here, please. Alright, where can we fight? No, I should double check those lizards. And is Kugath returned? Yes, indeed he is. Soon, Jiao Meng, soon. You know where you're going, if nothing else. And we do want those Dragon Isles, but where can we reach? Ah, good. So we can't hit this one. This was in 2 turns, this was in 2 turns. We're probably going to let at least one of them turn into a full stack, but we will fight one right now, immediately. Let's see that Jade Sentinel. I'm going to rename you Jade Sentinel, because of course I am, in action. And, ooh, we got some better units now, much better units, I should say, and this isn't a fully formed army either. Huh, okay, it's actually starting to get concerning because we're still using Jade Warriors that we've been using from level 1. We're starting to encounter Sacred Croxies, Temple Guard, we've got an Ancient Stag, Pterodon Riders, with, well, those are always amazing, Feral Carnos, and a Feral Trog. Alright, not bad. Let's get to it.
Celestial's executioner. And these enemies are marked for death. Let us execute.
For some reason I imagined him saying, I am the Celestial's executioner, and these enemies are marked for executioning. Executioning, not execution. Would have been pretty funny. But anyway, here we go. Ambush against the dinos. Though it looks like they will be able to turn this on its head very quickly in charging us. The Carnosaur moves forward, and, well, the Temple Guard and whatnot charge forth as well. Talons of the Night come down, however, and 3 Temple Guard get caught in it, taking heavy damage from Yuan Bo while he rips this Saurus Old Blood. And Yuan, the level 1 Saurus Old Blood, has absolutely no chance against Yuan Bo, especially with his stats buffed up by his abilities, and the execution shall follow shortly. On the bright side as well, this doesn't look like it's going to be a difficult battle, but here we go. Our Green Guardian, our Jade Sentinel / Guardian is on the field, and it's looking like a pretty darn cool unit. The Guardian's green, the maps are green, the signs are clear that the Jade powers have supported us. Alrighty, I want to watch this guy fight, and I know that we could watch Yuan Bo continue his duel, but we've seen it many a time already, and we haven't seen the Jade Guardian here a lot. So it's about time to do so. Alright, it's certainly using that spin to win ability quite a bit, but it looks like it's managed to force the Feral Troglodon to waver and to probably rout very shortly. Of course, we are getting some Jade Warrior help for our Green Guardian, though I sincerely doubt that it actually needs it. Not to worry, we will be building some armies, or at least an army, with plenty of the Terracotta Sentinels, and we'll be using them throughout various other armies once we finally tech towards them. It looks like with the enemy lord defeated, Yuan Bo has transformed into dragon form where he is helping out on the front lines, though by the looks of it, it's actually not very necessary. The enemy feral carnosaur has been forced to rout by Fluffy and Vice Minister Snoofles, and will be shattered. Oh, and in fact, it looks like the entire enemy army is going to shatter as well. The Ancient Steg never even got into combat, wasting its time doing missile damage rather than melee damage. Kind of bizarre, with that high HP pool and its melee capabilities, it should really be anchoring a melee line rather than staying outside of the melee combat. But oh well, that's I guess the AI's problem, and ooh, look at that. Man, that must be a scary sight when you're a skink, when an enemy can actually tower up high enough to reach you up on this howdah, and you see the Terracotta Sentinel's head and just appear over you when it can smash down onto this howdah and stuff. Yeah. Alrighty, well, either way, a few more death zoomies on the Temple Guard from Yuan Bo as he tries to go after them. I assume he's done a lot of damage through this battle. 22k, very respectable. I think the way that he managed to catch 3 out of the 4 Temple Guards in a single use of the Talons of Night basically won the battle for us, as the enemy had no real melee line, and its monsters simply got mobbed by various lions and other units, and didn't get too much value out of our Long Marauders or our Crowmen in this particular battle, but you know, they help chase units, and we do need to chase units after all, as this army still needs to be destroyed. Nonetheless, easy little ambush, and we'll have plenty more lizard battles to come. Alright, there we go, no problem at all battle-wise, and we got our Onyx Crowmen healed up. Looks like the enemy will survive, and will actually move towards the Southern Sentinels. Interesting. Not that they'd be able to take them, mind you, but they did move far enough away from Yuan Bo. I'll be curious to see how powerful these armies will get once we are in, once we allow at least one of them to go up to a full army. Also, I just realized I kept looking for a battle, but we did have a battle at the start against Drajuath. I don't know why it slipped my mind. I guess I just kind of forgot about it immediately after doing it, and then spent a long time with this extremely lengthy episode finding a battle that we, well, didn't need per se. But anyway, we went through a decent number of turns and achieved much, so at least there's that, and I am going to call it here. Next time we will maybe fight Zatan with Miao Ying's new and improved, even more ranged army, and we'll possibly also get more lizard fights if we can manage as we continue making our way through the third relay. Really gotta figure something out with these lizards though, we shall see. Anyway, stay tuned for more. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.